I think that may have done it. That may have done it. I believe that this is Rexburg and A.J. Calver on the YouTube channel. And we are broadcasting from Delta High School. Junior varsity match is underway right now. As this is my first go at the YouTube channel, so we hope everything is okay. I want to do a test here and get some commercials in to make sure that we're running all right. And we will play a couple commercials and be back with more pre-match conversation. You're listening to the YouTube channel on WZBD.
Injured in an accident, need representation in civil, criminal, or family law matters? Call DeVos, Baker, Ainsworth, and Razzo for assistance. Our office has experienced trial lawyers who can guide you through the litigation process and provide you with quality legal service at competitive rates. Call 724-2129 to schedule an appointment with one of our attorneys or visit our website at devoslaw.com for more information.
Good old reliable Moen faucets have style that has been around for your lifetime and probably your parents' lifetime. Moen has taken the old-fashioned design and made a faucet with a new traditional look in chrome, antique, and polished brass finishes. New Moen faucets are backed by Moen's lifetime limited warranty against leaks and drips. Ask Baker & Sons Plumbing and Heating, 702 Nutman Avenue in Decatur about Moen faucets for a lifetime. That's Baker & Sons Plumbing and Heating.
Does your heating system need a good end-of-the-season tune-up from Masters Heating and Cooling? Now is the time to tune up your heating and cooling system. At Masters, we have technicians that can service most makes and models of furnaces and heat pumps at low-cost seasonal special pricing. Contact Masters Heating and Cooling at 1045 South 11th Street in Decatur. On the web at mastersheatcool.com to schedule your preventative maintenance checkup now.
Have you received notification that your Medicare plan is non-renewing? Is your prescription drug plan or Medicare Advantage plan changing? Or has your Medicare supplement rate increased? If so, call Dan Kintz at Kintz Insurance for a free, no-obligation consultation. Dan is certified with the top Medicare insurers and can help you navigate through the many plans available. Give Dan Kintz a call at 728-8888. Kintz Insurance since 1966.
Make your car, truck, or van really special with accessories from Innovative Concepts Audio Video.
We offer a complete line of WeatherTech floor mats, mud flaps, wind deflectors, pickup steps, and LED lights, plus stereos, remote starts, forward and rear cameras, radar detectors, and of course, mind-blowing stereo installations.
Lights, camera, action. Innovative Concepts Audio Video can make your ride magnificent. Innovative Concepts, 1421 Manchester Street. We bring technology to you.
Quality dentistry for people of all ages. That's what you'll find at Decatur Dental Services. This is Dr. Taylor Trevere at Decatur Dental Services. We provide a wide range of dental treatment, including preventative, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry. Located at the corner of 224 East and Pickway Road in Decatur, we offer convenient office hours, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information about our practice, please find us on Facebook or visit our website at decaturdentalin.com.
Welcome back to Delta High School on a Saturday night. As AJ said, it's Saturday Night Live here at Delta High School. The Braves come visit. A couple of good junior varsity matches here going on tonight, AJ. Belmont doing a little bit better than they did against Dwenger the other night.
They are, and this is a heavyweight match. It's tied at 2 right now. They don't have the team score up anywhere, Rex. And I also, that's going to be a bit of a problem. But they do have the match score up. And Belmont, our heavyweight, has just hit a nice roll. Let's see if he can score off of it. We're going to start tonight at 1:32. And that means that Kevin Loesch, Belmont senior, 9-3, will take the mat first. And I believe he's going to have a freshman, but this freshman is ranked 4th in our semi-state. Young man named Sam Mosier, tough kid. At 138, Chandler Thomas, a junior who is 5-7 on the year, will have Luke Hewitt. Hewitt is one of the few Delta wrestlers not ranked in our semi-state. So that's a match that I'm sure Coach Myers and Belmont would like to see Thomas get a win there if he possibly could. At 144, Sam Wolpert will be wrestling Zeke Witter. And he's not wrestling Colton Ronimus, which is even better. Ronimus was a qualifier last year at state, so a match that Wolpert, who's undefeated, needs to win if Belmont hopes to win this dual meet tonight. At 150, Blake Lugabill, 11-1 on the year. The senior wrestles Jacob Snodgrass. Should be a good match, but I think it's a match that Lugabill should be slightly favored in. At 157, Gavin Davis wrestling Drayton Swanson. Davis should have no problem at all with Swanson. At 165, it's Cabe Stebbins of Delta, who's ranked 6th in our semi-state. He's a junior wrestling Duke Myers. Duke, a senior, 12-0 in the year. Duke ranked number 1 in the semi-state. At 175, this is a young man that wrestled Duke all last year, Braxton Russell. He's now number 2 in our semi-state, the senior. He placed 8th in state last year at 170. He'll be wrestling Xavier Palacios, a sophomore, who's 10-2 on the year. At 190, another match Belmont has to win. Cole Mendez, a senior, wrestling Ryan Brown. At 215, Keegan Martin, a senior, at 12-0, wrestling T.D. Wine. And that match should go to Belmont by fall. And then at heavyweight, Isaac Moss, who's 7th ranked in our semi-state, and a senior, will be wrestling Grady Baker, 9-2, and a sophomore. Delta obviously favored in that one. Once we swing around to the light guys, you've got 2 of the better light guys in the state for Delta. At 106, Jensen Boyd, a 9th grader, ranked 1 in the semi-state and 1 in the state rankings. Ben Mills, a 9th grader for Belmont, who's 11-1, will have his hands full, as will Ethan Curtis, who's 8-4 at 113. He's wrestling Aiden Bollinger, ranked number 1 in the state. And Bollinger last year was, 3rd in state?
I believe so.
So at 120, Henry Ferrot's got a tough match, but it's a match Belmont needs to win if they're going to win this thing. And they have just turned the lights out on us, and they will come back on. But in the meantime, I'm going to get my flashlight out and let you know that Henry Ferrot is going to be wrestling Cade Jackson. This is a lightweight match Belmont has to win if they hope to win. There's a 126, Will Franzi's wrestling Neil Mosier, a senior, 2nd ranked in our semi-state, and at that's the final match of the night as we're going to open at 132. So that's how it's going to set up for us tonight, Rex. Belmont could win 5, 6, 7, or even 8 matches tonight.
And with that, I'm going to take this opportunity to play some commercials and be back with more pre-match conversation as the teams come out to the mat and get ready to face off. We'll be listening to YouTube channel here on WZBD.
Hey, do you know when and where we can recycle in Adams County?
Well, I know you can recycle from 8 to 4 weekdays and Saturday 8 to noon at the transfer station next to Golden Meadows.
Okay, where else?
In Decatur, behind D&D Marathon on the east side of town on Thursdays, Mondays at Simon Manufacturing 27 South in Bern, and in Monroe on the 3rd Tuesday at the fairgrounds. Plus, you can always get the latest info at adamscountyswmd.com.
Thanks.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance.
See Toby, Mark, Kyle, or Barb at Graber Insurance with offices on Highway 27 North in Bern and 623 West Monroe Street in Decatur.
When faced with the difficult task of making arrangements for your loved one, many emotions and questions arise. What would they want me to do if they were here? Where is the money coming from? How much should I spend? Do they want burial or cremation? The staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt Funeral Home can help you navigate these tough questions. Make your wishes known and allow us to make sure that your wishes are carried out. Call Ryan Hershey or Eric Zelt at 260-724-7167 to schedule an appointment today.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pull barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates.
Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. For 71 years, the Kelly Automotive Group has serviced your automotive needs in Northeast Indiana and in Ohio. Kelly offers 14 brands of new vehicles and has over 500 used vehicles in stock. Kelly values your business and works hard for bank approval for all credit types. Visit drivekelly.com, then stop at any friendly Kelly dealership. In Decatur, visit 1313 South 13th Street on U.S. Highways 27 and 33. Drive Kelly and drive with confidence.
Welcome back to Delta High School. Rexboro along with AJ Calver as we are still in the dark a bit, but we are getting ready to put the lights back on after the introductions have been made for the face-off here. We had the national anthem played, and we're getting ready to go into wrestling action here, AJ.
Once again, we're starting at 132 pounds, and that will be Belmont's Kevin Loesch. He'll be going up against Sam Mosier. Mosier only a ninth grader, Loesch a senior, but a world of experience for Mr. Mosier as he's already ranked 4th in our semi-state. Rex, you had a score that you were showing me that Dane passed along to us. That was Jay County wrestled Western, and Jay County handled them easily. Final score of 46-27.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Jay County also beat number 9 ranked Hamilton Hamilton Heights 41-25.
Well, you would have to think then that the winner of this dual meet is going to be one in the semi-state, and Jay County, if not one, is going to be 2. Jay County is loaded, Delta's loaded, Belmont's got a great team. We thought Western was going to be better than what we've seen so far. And there's a long way to go, but they got some great individuals. They got the Tishner kid, and they've got the kid that's been Gavin Davis's nemesis for
Mitchell Betts.
Yeah, Mitchell Betts, who's ranked number 1 in the state, by the way. Henry Farrote being announced now at 120. He's wrestling Cade Jackson. Farrote took out an undefeated Dwenger wrestler on Thursday night in a close match, 4-2. Dwenger came into that dual meet with 2 undefeated wrestlers, and they left town with nobody undefeated, as Luganville was able to take another undefeated wrestler and beat him 5-4. So it's a long way to go, but I do want to tell you about something Tim Myers just gave me information on. The Belmont-Adams Central match on December the 21st. It's going to be a special presentation that night for all of Belmont's former state champions, all of those guys that are still around, and the families of 2 of the wrestlers that aren't still alive, the Lenrick family and the Gunson family, will have representatives there, but they're going to give out, Tim's giving out awards to every state champion that ever was at Belmont High School. That's going to be on December the 21st during the Belmont versus AC match. So you want to be there for that. That's going to be terrific.
Hey, Jay, I'm going to play one commercial while they're doing the coin toss. We'll be back with more wrestling right after this on WZBD YouTube channel.
Adams Sports Medicine provides certified athletic trainers at many high school athletic events. These trainers specialize in injury prevention. Dr. Robert Kinney is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation as well as sports medicine, while Dr. David Coates is board certified in orthopedic surgery. Both Adams Medical Group physicians will be there to provide non-surgical and surgical care. Visit adamshospital.org or call 1-833-724-DOCS to schedule an appointment.
As the flip of the disc has been made, the team captains have left the mat, and it's wrestling time, AJ.
Our officials tonight are Brian Fuller and Jerry Ingalls. And you've seen both of these two guys worked before, and they're both quality officials.
Jerry Ingles ends up coming through the Jay County sectional or regional. We see him every year in the tournament series, and he's a very good official.
So it's Kevin Loesch, the senior, 9-3, wrestling Sam Mosier, the 9th grader. Whistle sounds, we're underway, here we go. Collar tie by Mosier. Mosier drops on a leg, comes back up to an underhook. Works that underhook series. Loesch comes right back inside with him. Now a front headlock by the Delta wrestler. He spins and goes behind after the front head. Scores the opening takedown, leads 2-0. Quickly, Mosier cuts him loose. They get back to their feet, 2-1 score. Shot by Belmont's Kevin Loesch, doesn't penetrate, gets his head caught up and goes for a throw. Loesch had hit the throw, but he's now been countered out of it, and he's going to give up. He looked like he was going to get a takedown and near fall points, but instead he got taken down, so the score is 4-1. I didn't see that throw coming from that position he was in, but boy, he hit a nice one, but couldn't quite finish it off. This freshman, Sam Mosier, is tough. 4-1 is the score. 1:11 to go, period 1. This is the opening match here between Belmont and Delta. Mosier's going to start with an optional start. He says, nah, just cut him loose. Let's get to our feet. You can always tell the quality, how much mat time you've put in, Rex, by how often you want to get up off the mat on your feet. Wrestle takedowns. 2 points for takedown, 1 for an escape. Right now the score is 4-2. Belmont is trailing Kevin Loesch. Loesch trying to work ahead an arm tie up. His opponent tries to duck underneath, but he blocks him out. Sam Mosier, only a 9th grader, so Belmont will have to deal with him for 3 more seasons. Loesch working inside. Now a front headlock by Mosier of Delta. He's got the head control. Loesch works his way out of that. 30 seconds to go in this first period. Loesch trails 4-2. Both points have been off of giving up escapes. Loesch was in position to score on a takedown. Oh, good shot by Mosier. Doesn't penetrate as deeply as I thought he was in, and Loesch does a good job of getting him out of there. So 10 seconds to go in this first period. The score remains 4-2. Loesch's going to have to use his stamina and his ability as an upperclassman to hang in there and try to win this thing in the last period. As time runs out, it's 4-2 in favor of Sam Mosier, the 9th grader at Delta. And it's going to be choice to Kevin Loesch is going to take down. Let's see if Sam Mosier is going to cut him or going to try to turn him. Well, he doesn't cut him. Switch by Loesch, now to a stand-up. He's to his feet and he's out. So an escape by Loesch of Belmont. That makes a score 4-3. The senior hasn't been backing down against the 9th graders. Shot, fireman's carry by Loesch, and he's got it. Takedown Loesch as he hit a nice fireman's carry. Now he puts the legs in, and he's going to put a power in a half Nelson. Just be careful you don't get taken off the top there. Mosier trying to get him off the top, trying to shake him off of there. Loesch's got his head in bad position.
He's got cradle locked. Did.
And it's going to be a reversal for Mosier of Delta as Loesch had the legs in, but he got a little bit in a hurry to see if he could score with him. But the score now is 6-5 in favor of Delta. Now it's tied at 6. So I got to give Kevin Loesch a lot of credit here. The senior's hanging right tough with his 9th grader. Pretty good shot there by Mosier. Gets low on a single leg. Loesch's going to have to lock between the waist and try to scramble out of this.
Figure 4 in the body, technical violation.
Figure 4 in the body by Loesch. Right.
He was in that Iranian trying to drape over the top and ended up locking a figure 4.
So it cost him a point, but they're on their feet. 7-6. He didn't lose the takedown. Technical violation is 1.
He started to go down. He wanted to get to escape, so he automatically went down.
Right. Good low shot by Loesch, but doesn't penetrate. Headlock, front head by the Delta wrestler. Now Loesch comes right back with an underhook. They are locked up, middle of the mat. Upper body, both these kids looking for a throw here. Under 30 seconds to go. Loesch's going to give up a takedown, and he does. As he just got out of position there and was in no shape to try any kind of throw. and Mosier scores the takedown to go up 9-6. 15 seconds left, period number 2. Opening match of the night. A match Belmont really would like to get a win here if they possibly could. This could determine the outcome of this dual match. 3 seconds left. Timeout. 9-6 is your score after 4 minutes. Sam Mosier will have choice to start this third period, and he will take in the down position. Kevin Loesch of Belmont trailing by 3. Loesch hanging on to a deep waist. Now tries to get in a spiral ride situation. They stand up. Loesch's going to try to take him down. He's going to get called for stalling. And Loesch cuts him loose. If you can't or don't try to take your opponent back to the mat, official calls you for stalling every time. It's 10-6 in favor of Mosier of Delta as they wrestle on their feet here with 1:35 to go. Body lock by Mosier, and he bear hugs Loesch to his back. Oh, great body lock to a bear hug, took Loesch down right to his back. Loesch trying to avoid being pinned here. A lot of time, 1:20 to go in the match. Official on the side, official trying to get the Delta coaches and wrestlers back away, but there's the pin call. Elapsed time of 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Winner by fall is Sam Mosier of Delta. And Rex, Belmont needed to not get pinned in these matches, so not a great start for the Braves here tonight against Delta.
And that will bring up our next match. This is going to be Chandler Thomas wrestling against Luke Hewitt. That'll be a match at 138 pounds. And Loesch was hanging with him first 2 periods, AJ, but when he stepped in and he just basically bear hugged him, stepped through and hit a hip toss with that bear hug and took Loesch right to his back, and it was tight.
It was a good one.
Brings up Chandler Thomas, and we are underway as he's wrestling against Luke Hewitt. Thomas in on a shot and drives him out of bounds. It's like Hewitt tried a little throw of his own there on Thomas, so be careful. These Delaware County boys will throw you. 1:53 left to go, period at number 1. Thomas working in the inside, tap and go, both working out of the no collar tie, working from out distance. Now they're in a collar tie.
I want to see Chandler set up a good takedown and not shoot from too far out and just come screaming in at you from way outside.
Just like that. And now Thomas is back on a reshot. Brings up, he's kind of caught in a headlock situation. As Hewitt's looking to throw a headlock. Thomas feels it, now he backs out of the headlock situation and over and under. Now Thomas drops down to a leg. They break apart now. Thomas with a nice shot, and he gets hit by a throw by. And Thomas rolls around. Thomas might have come up on top here. Thomas got a headlock attempted. Now Thomas got a headlock, and he gets thrown through. No takedown yet.
Neither wrestler has control.
That was an illegal headlock right there. He didn't have an arm encircled in it. Hewitt did, and there's no takedown as Thomas has not went to his base yet. Now Thomas with a head pops his head out and gets the first takedown. So Thomas with a 2-0 lead as we start here. Out of bounds they go.
Thomas got an ankle and flipped him right on his back, but he did it out of bounds. That's a good match here. These two kids aren't afraid to tussle just a little bit.
54 seconds left to go as Thomas climbs on. He's going to ride him from the left side. No real first move by Hewitt. Thomas tries to break him down a little bit. Thomas is a 2-0 lead right now, or 138. Belmont trails 6-0 on the team board. And Thomas working a far arm with a ball and chain on the right side, left side. Now he's trying to tip him over, and his opponent's headgear comes down over his eyes, and he's going to have to take some time to fix that. Thomas reaches across, gets that arm on the other side underneath his opponent's arm. All right, reaches back. He's going to get arm rolled here. His opponent's trying to tip him over with like 20 seconds left to 8. Thomas is in better shape right now. Comes up, runs a tight waist. Now he runs sticks a leg in, puts a power half in with 13 seconds left to go, and Thomas just going to ride out this last 10 seconds here. Going to try and take a 2-0 lead into the second period here at 138. And that's what it's going to be. See whose choice it is as we start period number 2 here.
Based on looking at the matchups, this is this weight class is a match Belmont desperately needs to win if they're going to get 8 wins tonight.
Choice goes to Thomas, and he says, I'm going to take neutral. So it's a 2-0 lead for Thomas. He's going to be in a neutral position. Starts period number 2. Hewitt's trying to get his gear snapped, and he says, Mr. Official, can you give me some assistance here? And he's got her snapped up, and we're ready to go. 2 minutes in period number 2, and we're underway. From her feet, Thomas chases him to the edge. Thomas trying to shake something up. Now he hits a little fireman's underneath, misses that, and it comes up. His opponent's going to try and throw him out of the bounds. Hewitt wants to throw him here.
Yeah, Hewitt was still trying to throw when they were way out of bounds. That wasn't Thomas's fault.
Thomas comes back to center. He beats him back. Official has a little word with him. A tap and go by Thomas. He's trying to get inside position there. He's got control of that arm. Now he goes underhook on that side with 1:39 left to go. Thomas drops to a knee, trying to snap him down. Hewitt's just kind of hanging on here. Now he runs into a headlock and walked right into it, and Thomas is going to spin out of this, and Thomas is going to get the takedown. Thomas slipped the head out.
Yep.
Got the takedown. Now Thomas is got a 4-0 lead here. He's riding a tight waist on his opponent. As trying to jack an ankle back here. That's the ankle he tipped him with his back with that half Nelson last time out of bounds, but Thomas comes up. He's going to stick the legs in. He's got one in and run a power half on that side, and Hewitt's headgear is going to come off, and Hewitt's going to try and pull him over. Thomas pulls that over.
Pulls him over right there.
Pulls him over, and he's got him on his back, trying to get some near fall here. As he's going to trying to get some near fall here. He's on the edge of the mat. He's got 3 near fall. And it's going to get him closer to the fall. Thomas got a nice hook there. He's got him in a Jacob situation. He's got 3 scored. He's got 35 seconds to put him away, and Hewitt's going to make his way out of bounds, and Thomas can't get him, but he can still get the pin out there. And there's a fall.
Belmont's tied it up, 6-6.
Good job, Thomas, and that's 6 apiece. Did you get his fall time there, AJ?
3 minutes and 31 seconds.
That's right. 1 fall apiece for these guys. We're tied at 6 now.
Huge win for Belmont. They absolutely had to have that. Sam Wolpert now wrestling the sophomore, ranked 4th in the semi-state, 12-0, wrestling Zeke Witter.
Mr. Witter last year had 1 varsity win. He was 1-0 last year.
Well, he's not the stud that Sam could have possibly run into tonight, so to Sam's advantage, here we go. They come out, lock up. That last match, Hewitt, his only move was the headlock.
Yeah.
And fortunately for Belmont, Chandler Thomas knew how to counter a headlock. As the 2 wrestlers out here right now at 44, Pummel looking for inside position. A fireman's carry, or a little lateral tilt by Sammy Wolpert. That's his go-to takedown, and he scores with it to go on top 2-0. Wolpert picks him up, drops him back to the mat. They're out of bounds. They'll go back to the center. Team scores tied at 6. Wolpert's going to cut him loose, give him the escape, and they'll wrestle on their feet here. Wolpert with the opening takedown leads it 2-1. Duck under by Wolpert on the opposite side, made that look slick. That takedown makes it 4-1 Wolpert of Belmont. A lot of good 144-pounders in the area, Rex, but I think Sam Wolpert's going to make a name for himself this year.
That new weight class when he jumped from 38 to 44 is kind of in between that 45. And
now Wolpert gives up the escape, goes right in on a leg attack, and they call him out of bounds. 58 seconds remain, period number 1. Wolpert of Belmont leading 4-2. This match is tied at 6-6. Pin win for Delta at 32, a pin win for Belmont at 38. Wolpert now underneath, head to the inside, hits a little tilt, and he's got the takedown. He should have back points. He does. Officials counting off back points. So he's going to score a 2-point near fall along with his 2-point takedown, and now an 8-2 lead for Wolpert. Wolpert much slicker on his feet than his opponent right now, Zeke Witter. Wolpert will look to try to finish this thing off, try to get a good pinning combination hooked up, and it takes 2 seconds for the official to see both shoulders on the mat. 1,001, 1,002, and he blows the whistle, slaps the mat, and the match is over. Right now we're under 10 seconds, and Sam Wolpert's just riding this thing out on top. His opponent's not making any effort to get up, and they just tagged young Mr. Witter for stalling on the bottom. That's a warning, no penalty. If you call him again, it would be a penalty point. Second period now with the score 8-2. We'll start on our feet. Belmont's Sam Wolpert working for some inside control. Drops down on a single leg to head to the outside. Has the leg picked up. In good position to finish here. Can grab the head and get a cradle right there, possibly. He's got one leg picked up. He's working to bring Witter back into the mat. Witter goes down, one hand on the mat. There's control, takedown. Sam Wolpert, 10-2 the score. And Wolpert's going to cut him to make it 10-3.
AJ, they made a change this year. Josh Howard told us about that. They've emphasized that both feet are considered 2 points of contact on the mat, 2 supporting points.
Duck under by Wolpert as they wrestle on their feet here with 1:14 to go in this second period. Wolpert hits his tilt again. He's got the tilt. He's got a half Nelson. Get that half Nelson nice and tight. You can finish the match right here. Wolpert's got him laid out, pretty good shape. Wolpert now across the shoulders, trying to get chest to chest. Wolpert's got a 15-3 lead. A pin would be worth an extra team point. Could end up being very big in this dual match. Wolpert's got 48 seconds now to finish this. He can take his time, work this thing down. Wolpert now trying to work that near shoulder down. Whitwer doing his best to keep his shoulder up, and there's the call. Elapsed time of 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Winning by fall for Belmont, remaining undefeated, is Sam Wolpert. Belmont now on top 12-6.
And that'll bring up Blake Luganbill. And he's going to be wrestling against
Jacob Snodgrass. Snodgrass is not one of their best.
Luganbill looked very impressive the first time I saw him there tonight was at Bishop Dwenger AJ, and he's grown into a pretty mature senior here. As we shake hands, we're ready to go, underway. We're at 150 pounds. Belmont has taken that 12-6 lead with another fall of their own as Luganbill tap and go, trying to get some head penetration.
Luganbill's got a real good outside single.
There it is, and he hits a little slide by as he slips off to the side. He's in tough. He's got his head on the outside, needs to change off to a double as he's working to change his hands over, and he just changes direction, and he ends up getting a takedown. So Luganbill with the opening takedown goes up 2-0. Now he runs locks up the wrist in a chicken wing. Trying to break his opponent down as they're on the edge of the mat. Luganbill's trying to work his way off to the left side and work him around in a circle, and out of bounds they go. They'll come back to the center. Luganbill with a 2-0 lead, 1:12 left to go here in period number 1. His opponent sets up in a down position. Luganbill climbs on the left side, rides him, slips off, changes sides, drops down, grabs an ankle. He's got that far arm, and he takes him right to his back, flips him over to his back, and he's got him on his back, and he's got him buried. And his opponent's trying to kick out of bounds, but Luganbill's got him in good position here. There it is.
Huge win by Blake Luganbill. 1:04 as the Braves get it done here early, as they're going to need these points as they now lead 18-6. Delta's going to come back strong once we get to 106.
Yeah, don't count your chickens, boys.
Oh, I know, but Belmont needed these points. Gavin Davis now will be wrestling Drayton Swanson. Gavin shaking hands with the official as we're set to go. Gavin drops to a knee, then comes up, takes the hand off his collar, snaps his opponent down, spins, shucks, goes around behind, and takes his man down to the mat, scores the opening takedown, leads 2-0.
So quick and strong, AJ.
They're out of bounds on the edge. Will come back to the center, no change. Well, those are two elements in wrestling that are quite important, I would think, Rex. And unfortunately, I didn't have either one of them.
But you're a great debater. You can debate the best of them.
Gavin Davis continues to control from top. Oh, what I did, I knew how to do well, Rex. I had a deep waist ride that sucked the life out of you. Davis continues to ride on top with an overhook now. He's got his man on his stomach. Davis trying to work that chicken wing in with his stalling warning on bottom. That'd be Delta. That's Jacob Snodgrass. Snodgrass knows for him, if he just doesn't get pinned. Oh, here comes Gavin Davis. Takes him over, though, with a chicken wing. Davis has got him counting lights. Plenty of time left, 1:04. Davis trying to finish this thing off here in the first period. Davis trying to work that inside shoulder down. Snodgrass working to get off his back. Davis is in better position now to finish it.
This is Swanson, AJ.
This is
Swanson.
Drayton
Swanson.
Swanson. Right. Snodgrass didn't last long, did he?
He'd take both of them to beat Davis, I think.
I think so. You're right. Drayton Swanson, though, fighting to get off his back. And there's the pin call. Elapsed time 1:23 seconds. Gavin Davis keeps it rolling for Belmont as they now have taken a 24-6 lead with Duke Myers coming up against Cabe Stebbins.
Stebbins is a good wrestler for them. He had a good record last year. Stebbins was 31-6, and he was a semi-state qualifier, so this is not a walkover by any means.
Nope, by any means, but Belmont with 4 wins, all by fall. They've given up a pin win at 132, but you couldn't ask for a better stretch.
They're going to bump. They forfeited to Duke. They gave him a forfeit.
The big sissies.
It's called strategy, AJ.
So Duke is going to win by forfeit. That gives Belmont 6 more. And
you talked to Coach Myers about bumping around, and it's the other guy bumping.
So they're going to probably bump Stebbins up to 75 and bump Braxton Russell up to 90 is what they're going to do.
I don't know. I think Xavier's got a lot better chance against Stebbins than he did against Russell.
I agree. Let's see what happens. You got it, Rex.
As Stebbins is on depth leg and takes him down, so Stebbins with a quick takedown, as I'm trying to change the names, but Stebbins with a quick takedown, goes up 2-0 on Palacios. And now he runs a tight waist on Palacios. Works up and grabs a hand. Now he changes offside, trying to get a little lace ride. Maybe Palacios flattens out to his belly. Got his arm trapped on the mat. Now Stebbins lets him come up to his base. Doing a little switching around here, does Cody LeCount. AJ's doing a little counting on his hands to see what we have to do. And Stebbins throws a half Nelson on Palacios, and he's going to get 2 near fall on the edge of the mat.
Get to your stomach, Xavier. Don't fight him there.
So it's 4. He's got 2 scored. He hasn't 2 earned. Hasn't scored him yet. It's called potentially dangerous, and there's the 2 near fall. So a takedown and a 2 near fall. Palacios trails this thing 4-0. 30-6 is the team score. But Delta's.
You know what I'd do, Rex? I would bump Mendez up and wrestle him at 215 against T.D. Wine, and then wrestle Martin up at heavyweight.
Depends on whose choice it is at what match. Stebbins is riding Palacios. Palacios trying to get some hand control here. He's got it flattened out on the mat. He's trying to work his way up to his base. Stebbins got his shoulder right in the middle of his back. And Palacios has been able to come up to his 4s. Been broken down with a head lever now. Stebbins going to try and flatten him out with that and stick it over his head and run him to his back. And Palacios doing a good job of tying up legs, and he's going to get warned for stalling just for tying up legs back there. And Palacios doing a good job of staying off his back here. 14 seconds left to go. As Stebbins tries to run ahead. Palacios tried to hit a roll, and he got a 1 count as he almost got caught on his back. Just about to hit an arm roll and took Stebbins over, and Stebbins just about caught him on his back. And there's a side cradle by Stebbins, and no, nothing happening. So that's how pier number 1 is going to come to win 4-0.
Belmont on top on the team board, 30-6.
Choice goes to Stebbins, and he takes neutral because apparently he knows Palacios got a cradle. As we start on our feet here to start period number 2.
He didn't have any trouble taking Palacios down, and, you know, why not do it again?
Going from the collar tie. Palacios doing a good job of controlling the wrist of Stebbins. Reaches for an underhook. Palacios hits his own little knee pull. Now Palacios in a good single leg. Stebbins throws him over the top. Palacios has been broken out to his belly. Stebbins is going to use a thigh pry and push him over the back. Now he's just going to go around the top, and Palacios comes up the wrong way, and Palacios got caught on his back. And Stebbins caught him. He's going to get 2 out of this. Now he takes him back down. He's going to get a full 5 count now as Stebbins is chinning him down. He's getting the near fall counted here. And Placido's going to come off his back, but he's going to give up 3 here. So that's going to make the score 7-0. Oh, he must have got 2 takedown and then 3 near fall, so makes it 9-0.
That was gutty getting off his back there, Xavier.
Almost came out of that, AJ, and turned right into that half Nelson and went right to his back. And Stebbins going to run an arm lever here on him now. Now he puts it over his head and throws him to his back, and Palacios is on his back again with 57 seconds. There's the fall.
Old school head lever. 3 minutes and 5 seconds is what we'll call that. And that stops Belmont's streak at 5 straight pin wins and gives Delta 6 more to make the team score 30 for Belmont and 12 for Delta. Now, let's see who is reporting to the mat.
That's Braxton Russell.
Look who we're putting out there against Braxton Russell.
Devin Gephardt.
Devin Gephardt, because Belmont's going to bump their 190 to 215 and their 215 to heavy.
Coach Meyer said, "Nah, I'm not going to do it." Well, he forced his hand, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He said, unless I have an epiphany, I'm not going to change. Well, he's had an epiphany, and he's changing up.
Good thing I wrote this in pencil, AJ.
So now Devin Gephardt wrestling here at 190 pounds, and he's going to get thrown down to his back, and he has by Braxton Russell. But he fights off his back, does Gephardt, keeps his head up. He'll give up a takedown and I believe a near fall. Haven't seen it scored yet. Power half Nelson, just strictly power as Russell continues to work that half Nelson on Gephardt. Gephardt trying to fight it. It's going to be a 3-point near fall if he can't finish the pin here. There's a lot of time, minute 13 to go in this period. We are in the first period. Belmont leads 30-12 over Delta. We're wrestling right now at 190. Belmont's going to bump Cole Mendez up to 215 and Keegan Martin up to heavy. Good job by Gephardt as he fights off his back, gives up the near fall. But with 50 seconds left to go in the period, he's still alive to fight. Now Gephardt comes up and out, takes the escape and dives in for a leg attack and gets thrown right to his back. Oh boy, you just can't advertise the fact that you're coming, because that's when they catch you in an over and under, and that's exactly what happened there. Better not to take a shot than to take a bad shot, Rex. However, he's wrestling one of the top wrestlers, number 2 seed in the semi-state, Braxton Russell, who was 8th at state last year. Couldn't beat Myers, but he could beat just about everybody else. 12 seconds left to go in this first period. Gephardt of Belmont's on his back. Braxton Russell trying to finish him off. Down to 5 seconds. And it's over. At least this period's over. 8-1's the score, 11-1's the score.
AJ, as soon as this match ends, we're going to sneak a commercial break in here, as we need to catch up, as they had some technical difficulties getting going. But we'll sneak in and get right back for Keegan's match. So we're going to go to commercial break after this match.
Second period. Devin Gephardt of Belmont trailing 11-1. And he's wrestling a real tough cookie out there in Braxton Russell. Russell's got him on his back out of bounds, but supporting points are, I guess they called him out of bounds. What's the rule, Rex? Got supporting points if one guy's in, you're in?
I don't know. They change it every year. You just wait. And every referee calls it different, so it's hard to say.
Like that pin call we saw early in the match, I didn't think it was a pin, but they called it. That worked well for Belmont. I think that was a Chandler Thomas pin win. Gephardt of Belmont continues to battle from underneath. He trails in this thing 11-1, but anything he could do not to get pinned. Give up a tech fall, whatever. Save a point. That's what he's thinking right now. Every point is going to be valuable for the Braves. Russell puts the legs in and starts a facelift. which is quite painful for the underneath wrestler. But right now, Gephardt not in danger of going to his back. Gephardt reaches up, reaches for some hand control. Take that inside tie off. That's a spiral ride. Now the legs are back in by Russell. Russell could be a factor at 175, you think?
He's too thick for 75, I think. He's a big boy.
Well, that's what his weight class is going to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking 65 for Duke. My bad.
No, that's Stebbins. Power half Nelson now by Russell. 28 seconds. He's really trying to get this turn done. Gephardt, huge guts on his part not to get turned. He fought that thing off. He's got 15 seconds left to go in his second period. Can Gephardt get through 6 minutes here without getting stuck? That's the question. The score is 11-1. He trails. Belmont leads the team score 30-12. And we'll go to the final 2 minutes.
Gephardt's done his job for 2 periods now. So I'm going to take down. I think Russell will probably have to cut him and then take him down, throw him.
We got blood time, Rex.
With that, let's play a commercial. Back with more wrestling right after this.
You may not know it, but Hitzer Patio and Fireplace is the perfect gift center for most everyone on your gift list. Big Green Egg Grills, gift certificates, tabletop pellet grills, Pelican premium coolers, cast iron kettles and Dutch oven. Unique gift ideas for special people on your gift list. Hitzer, 269 East Main Street in Bern.
Good timing, Rex, as we're back to live action now with the third period to be contested. Belmont trails in this match 11-1, but they lead on the team board 30-12. Gephardt of Belmont in the bottom position, and now there's going to be forced to cut him loose, so now it's 11-2. Don't make a bad shot. Make him come after you. As they circle one another. Gephardt is just staying right in the center. Double leg attack by the Delta wrestler, and Gephardt is taken down off the double. It's now 13-2. I'd trade him 2 for 1 all day long until it's a tech fall, save a point. The next matchup, Cole Mendez bumping up to wrestle at 215 against T.D. Wine will be probably tell the tale. They're back to their feet now. 13-3 is the score. Shot by Stebbins, or Russell, excuse me, they're out of bounds. No change, 53 seconds. The Belmont bench is alive over there. They're shouting instructions. Keep your feet moving and stay busy. Try to keep this thing to a major decision. If you lose by 14 points, it's a 4-point team win for your opponents. If it gets to be 15, it's 5 team points. Don't let him double underhook you. 30 seconds to go. Shot by the Delta wrestler. Countered by the Belmont wrestler. They continue to pummel. No change, they're still battling one another. Devin Gephardt has done a fantastic job with 10 seconds left. And now they're going to call a stalling warning on Gephardt with 9.6 seconds left. That's okay. He can run. Don't get thrown to your back right now. Devin Gephardt, wrestling one of the best wrestlers in the state, is going to held this thing to a major decision. 13-3 is your final, but that's only 14 points for Delta, and they now trail Belmont 30-16. We needed that, Rex.
Don Myers Plumbing and Heating in Bern is your American Standard home comfort dealer. American Standard has been in business for more than 100 years and welcomes Don Myers Plumbing and Heating of Bern as one of their independent dealers. Don Myers Plumbing and Heating and American Standard will provide your home or business with energy-efficient heating and cooling equipment, saving you money. Don Myers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling at the east edge of Bern on Adams County Road 000, your American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
And we're underway. It's Cole Mendez versus TD Wine, and we've bumped to 215 pounds, and that tells you that they're going to take Keegan Martin, take him at 215 as Mendez takes a shot on Wine. They come back up to collar tie. Wine's a very undersized 215, so these guys are just about the same weight, I'd say, AJ.
Well, the heavyweight for Delta is Isaac Moss, and he's a senior ranked 7th in our semi-state, so it'll be a good match for Keegan. But it won't mean much unless Cole Mendez can win this one.
Working off that collar tie as Mendez works his way back in. Wine has a big shoulder brace on, a wrap, pretty much like Davis and Luganville have, as Mendez is trying to get an overhook here and steps into the underhook. Davis kind of trying to throw him like he did Veazey last year. As Wine tries to drop to a knee, and he hits an over and under, and he goes right to his back. He hit an Lloyd Weldy, and now he comes out and changes. There was no takedown given, so Mendez with the first takedown points as he did an OSL there. He gets a 2 takedown. They gave it 2 and 2. 2 takedown, 2 reversal, so they did give Wine a first takedown. So they get a 2 reversal for Mendez. Mendez climbs on from the left side.
I don't want to see that tried again.
It was just way too slow, AJ. Now Mendez running a cross-face cradle on his opponent. He has him up on his back, ready to turn in here, and there's the fall.
Stuck him. 1 minute and 23-second pin win. 36 for Belmont, 16 for Delta. Guess what, Rex? If Keegan Martin can win this match at heavyweight, I believe that shuts him out.
36 to 30.
That would give Delta will have 4 more matches. That would give him 24 points. Well, they wouldn't quite shut him out, would it? It depends on what the score is in this one. This won't be easy for Keegan. This ought to be a good one. Keegan Martin coming out. They called a technical violation on Keegan. I don't know what he had on in his mouth or what he had, but it just cost him a point. So he's going to start 1-0 behind.
Interesting.
Not the way you really wanted to get going here. Martin's giving up about 40 pounds here. This is a big size heavyweight for Delta. Isaac Moss must go 260, 270. I'm sure Keegan's going to try to empty his tank a little bit, wear him down. Martin continues to pummel, work inside. Pops on the head, does Keegan. Keegan circles back in toward the center. Keegan makes a shot, but then an underhook and goes around behind and scores the opening takedown. So Martin with the opening takedown leads this thing 2-1 as he gave up a technical violation to start the match.
Got a little off balance. That is going to fall down there.
Martin needs to be careful of a big fat man or heavyweight roll because his opponent Moss has got 50 pounds on him. Right now Martin is working to bar an arm behind. He's got the arm barred behind Moss's back. That's a good place for a pinning combination. Let's see if he can straighten that out or if he'll take it over to a sight spin. Keegan Martin, now he's looking for the sight spin. Moss is still on his stomach, but he's freed his arm, so he's in better position. Martin goes around behind again. 43 seconds to go in this first period with Keegan Martin leading 2-1. He's wrestling at heavyweight here as Belmont leads this match 36-16. Isaac Moss is going to run out of gas. Keegan Martin's in much better condition. He's not carrying as much weight. 35 seconds remain. Martin on top. Works to a deep waist near arm breakdown as he jumps across from side to side. Now he's riding the right side with a deep waist. Reaches back for a back ankle. Can't break Moss off his base. Martin jumps from right to left, continuing to try to knock the big guy off his base and get him on his stomach. Now he's got him on his stomach, but there's under 10 seconds remaining in this first period. So Martin in good shape on top here with a 2-1 lead and timeout in period number 1. Belmont leading the team board 36-16. Second period, it was Martin's choice. He says we're going to start on our feet. Here we go. Heavyweight match. Martin wrestling up a weight class. Delta started it first. They bumped up, and so Belmont answered by bumping up themselves. As they continue to pummel up her body, lateral drop by Martin. Doesn't quite get Moss off his balance, so they come back at neutral, no change. Pretty good try there by Martin, but Moss did a nice job of maintaining his control, got up neutral.
Those monkey rolls don't work as well as guys that weigh 265 as they do 215, eh, Dave?
No, they don't, but it was a good effort.
He'll get it.
And here comes another single leg and a good takedown there as he didn't mess around with a monkey roll. He just went to the low single, cut the corner, takedown by Belmont's Keegan Martin, and he has a 4-1 lead.
That's a lot of our good light heavyweights did that little slide-by single. You're not carrying the weight of that guy on you.
Martin gives up the escape. They come back to their feet. Martin with a 4-2 lead, a minute to go, period number 2. I would think that Isaac Moss's gas tank is starting to get a little low. Keegan works an underhook with his right arm, working for hand control. Moss really hasn't made any kind of takedown attack. Keegan takes a quick look at the clock, 35 seconds to go. Low single by Keegan. Trying to get that foot up underneath. Moss trying to maintain control, but Keegan's in pretty good shape here. Keegan trying to cut the corner, 22 seconds. Keegan cuts the corner, has the takedown, and has a 6-2 lead. A major decision here, Rex, would give Belmont enough points to where Delta would have to pin out to tie. Eight seconds to go in this second period. 6-2 is the score. Martin of Belmont in the lead, wrestling heavyweight against Isaac Moss of Delta. Moss tries a stand-up, gets up, turns in, but no points. So let's see what whose choice. It's going to be Delta's choice, and he's going to take neutral. As we wrestle on our feet here with a score 6-2 in favor of Belmont's Keegan Martin. Belmont leading 36-16 team board. As they continue to pummel up her body, single leg by Martin. Has the leg, can't get it finished, however. Moss does a good job of getting the foot back down on the mat. Martin started to pick up the intensity a little bit. Moss working for some upper body control, working for hands. Moss just hanging on. There's a fireman's carry by Martin, and he goes around between the legs, scores the takedown. 8-2 is the score.
Started as a fireman's carry, but didn't end that way.
It was a takedown. Now it's 8-3. I don't know if I'd have done that or not, but it is what it is. 8-3 is the score as they wrestle on their feet here with 1:05 to go. Keegan Martin of Belmont has the lead. Belmont leads by 20 on the team board, 36-16. There's 4 weights to be contested after this one. Martin drops on a leg attack, doesn't penetrate this time, doesn't cut a corner. Moss trying to go around behind. Martin's not in very good shape here, and Moss gets the takedown. So now the score is 8-5 with 34 seconds left to go in the match. Martin gets up to a base, 25 seconds. Carrying a lot of weight there. Moss stays right behind the hips. 15 seconds. Martin getting up to his feet. He's up on his feet. Fights hand control, and he's out. That makes the score 9-5 Martin with 8 seconds left. Martin continuing to attack, but this one's going to end. There's a penalty point. Martin gets a point for stalling. That makes the final 10-5, but that's still a 3-point decision for Belmont.
39 is the score. Let's see if I can sneak one commercial back with more wrestling after this.
'Tis the season to give and share at Best One in Monroe. Hi, it's Matt Brown, manager of Best One in Monroe with our December offer. Bring in a canned food donation for the Monroe United Methodist Food Pantry Drive to Best One and get up to $80 off your purchase of 4 new select Mastercraft, Corsair Trail, and Quest line of tires. This offer ends December 31st and is available only at Best One in Monroe. Restrictions apply. See store or bestoneofmonroe.com for complete details. And have a safe and blessed holiday season from all of us at Best One in Monroe.
Welcome back to Wrestling Action. It's Ben Mills at 106 versus Jensen Boyd. Jensen Boyd, the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state at 106 pounds. As Mills has got a tall task here as they're in a kind of a neutral situation here, both down on their knees. Now Mills tries to come up and Boyd goes around behind him, gets the takedown, so he trails 2-0 here at 106 pounds. They're back up to their feet, neutral here. 1 escape for Mills. Mills in on a shot, little drag by Boyd, gets the takedown. So it's 4-1 now. Now he runs a crossface, trying to run that head to the knee. He's off on the other side. Now Boyd's going to give him the escape, put him up to his feet. 4-1's the score, the minute 10 left to go. Snap down, go behind by Boyd, another takedown.
Slick.
Now he runs a chicken wing and a far bar. See if Mills can stay out of this. He's got a minute to go, and now he runs a half on the other side, and that's tight. Mills is on his back. Boyd's got the fall.
1 minute and 7 seconds. Jensen Boyd showed us why he's ranked number 1 in the state. And that will make the team score 39 for Belmont and 22 for Delta.
Another tough one here at 113, AJ.
Yeah, I'd say so. Aiden Bollinger, a junior, ranked number 1 in the semi-state, coming off a 3rd place finish last year, wrestling Ethan Curtis. And we are underway. Curtis on a leg attack. Bollinger blocks him off, goes around behind, and scores the opening takedown. And he's got Curtis, not quite near fall points, close. It's going to come down, Rex, to Henry Ferrot. If Henry can not get pinned, he doesn't even have to win. Just not get pinned, Belmont's going to win this dual meet. As we wrestle here at 113, the score is 2-1 in favor of Bollinger of Delta, as he's looking to catch a cradle on Ethan Curtis, and he's got it locked up tight, and it's over. A lapse time of 36 seconds. So Aiden Bollinger does what he needed to do, and that'll make the score 39-28.
Sneak one more in.
At Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, we're focused on empowering you to achieve financial wellness by offering the resources and support you need every step of the way. We're equally committed to bettering lives in our region through volunteerism, community funding and partnerships, college scholarships, and more. We give back to the people, places, and ideas that matter most to you. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org. Three Rivers is federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to Wrestling Action, as it's Henry Ferrot versus Cade
Jackson.
Cade Jackson. I couldn't read my own writing there, AJ. Cade Jackson out here, and Henry, as AJ did the math, Henry cannot get pinned here, but Jackson's in a shot, and Henry pulls him up by that nice underhook there, gets out of bounds.
I think Henry's in position to win this match.
Henry fakes a shot. Jackson stays down on the mat. Henry chases him. Henry comes back, fakes a shot. His opponent goes down to both knees, stands up. Now Henry takes a reshot off of that. Minute 18 left to go here. Period number 1, and no score. We're at 120 pounds. This and one more weight class to go to finish this thing out. Will Franzi will be wrestling against another Mosier at 126. As Jackson drops down to a leg, Henry tries to shoot off that reshot. Trying to put pressure on the head of Jackson. Now he brings him back in. They're in a kind of loose collar tie situation, kind of holding each other's arms out. Jackson backs back to center, and there's a shot from Jackson. Henry catches him with a whizzer, tries to miss a headlock, and they get on the edge of the mat. Jackson's trying to take him down and can't get the takedown as he spins out. Nice job by Henry hitting a switch on the way out.
Slick by Henry there. Looked like he was getting taken down, but he did what Mater Dei used to do, switch on the edge of the mat.
Never give up. Henry, with 36 seconds left to go, avoids the takedown there. That's why you wrestle towards the edge a lot of times. Headgear adjusted by Jackson. Jackson down on all fours. Henry trying to make him move. Now Henry gets him back up to his feet. Henry tries to shoot in on him. Makes Jackson come up off his base. There's a little throw by attempted by Jackson. He catches a leg, but Henry catches his own leg, and Henry's countered that here. No takedown here as Henry has to avoid getting that rear leg hooked. Jackson trying to step over with 9 seconds left to go, and Henry's in pretty good shape here, but he's going to give it up. There's the takedown. Jackson gets the takedown, and he starts to turn Henry. No points. So there's a 2-point takedown, makes the score 2-0 as we go into the second period.
Henry wasn't in any danger there of getting turned to his back. 39 Belmont, 28 Delta. This match and one more.
Henry was going to take down, and Tim says, no, we're going neutral. So they're going to start on our feet here. 2-0's the score. As Jackson with the only takedown that first period. Now Jackson down to his mat. That kind of come off of a headlock situation. Henry had to scramble out of that headlock. Tried to counter it, just about had it, but turned into a single leg for Jackson. There's a shot by Jackson on a double leg. He's got his head between his legs trying to finish Iranian here. Henry's got a hold of the arm.
Careful.
Watches his head. Minute 36 here. Let's see how long Jerry Ingles, and he says potentially dangerous. Let's get out of there. That's a good call.
It was dangerous on Henry's neck.
Minute 33 left to go in period number 2 here. As Jackson drops down all fours, Henry can't shoot on him that way. He comes back up to his base. Now Henry's trying to shoot on that. You got to be careful because he shoots that counter shot off that. We got in deep on Henry's legs on that last shot. Minute 18 to go. There's a shot on a counter. It's a reshot by Jackson. Henry's got an ankle locked up. Now he's going to jack the other ankle. Going to post on the head, try and spin, go behind. Henry's in good position here. Just needs to break the hands and spin and go behind with a minute 2 left to go. And he looks like Ingles going to call a stalemate here, and he does. 58 seconds left to go in period number 2. We're still on our feet neutral. Henry working in, attacking here. Is Jackson backing up, backs him to the edge of the mat. I think it's time for a stalling call in there. Mr. Ingles been pretty quick on the stall calls tonight. There's a shot by Jackson. He's in on a leg, and Henry's got good hip position as forces him down. Sprawls out nicely. Henry trying to spin and go behind. Jackson just hanging onto the leg. Looks like another stalemate call coming here. Henry's in good position now. He's got the ankle jacked up. Got Jackson's head on the outside of that single leg. Henry's trying to spin and go behind. Don't get over. Don't extend yourself trying to step over when you don't need to, because you'll lose the takedown that way. And there's a stalemate call with 18 seconds left to go. Jackson has a 2-0 lead on Henry. Jackson backs away, goes to a knee. Henry's going to chase him out to the edge. Well, that's been stalling all match here. And he's right on the edge. Henry's trying to chase him over there. And he pushes him. There's a stall warning. Took the one extra push to get the stall warning on him. Henry's chase him again. Oh, I just about got another stalling on him. That was close.
3 seconds, but he was stalling.
So that's going to take a 2-0 lead for Jackson into the third period. Jackson's going to take neutral. He looks like he's hanging his head a little bit. He's going to take some injury time here, AJ.
He's gassed.
No, he's going to take the injury time. There's a shot by Jackson. Henry's up over the top drape. Henry's hanging on the leg here. He's going to try and spin and roll here. No control yet. They're still in a scramble situation. They're still in a scramble situation. Henry hasn't given up any takedown yet here. Henry's going to come up on top. Henry's coming out the back door, and Henry's going to get the takedown here.
Maybe.
Now watch your leg there. That's a good win. That's a win for everybody, AJ, right there.
They called it potentially dangerous, so they stopped it. A minute 34 to go in this match with Belmont leading 39-28. trailing here 2-0.
He's chasing McGinn. He's got one warning against him. He'll pick up a point here. As Jackson already is talking about needing injury time. There's Jackson, takes a shot again. He's in between the legs of Henry. Minute 18 here. Henry's trying to drape over the top. He's got hold of the legs. Nothing given here. Henry's still scrambling here. No control yet. Henry's up over the base. Now he's going to get hold of the leg, and then Jackson steps over the leg. That's probably a takedown right there, and it is. Gives him 2 takedown. That's going to make the score 4-0. Henry trails, and Henry's based himself back out. Still has hold of the leg of Jackson. Jackson hanging on to that crossface. Now Henry's comes up and he's out, trying to spin out. Henry's got a leg. He's in good position here to score. Just need to change this out as Jackson's kind of hanging over the top of him. Henry's trying to work in here, reach up and catch his head. Reach up and catch his head there and cradle him on that side cradle. He's trying to far side half Henry. Henry comes up to his base. Still got a hold of the leg. He's out in front is Jackson. As Jackson trying to ride this thing out. 19 seconds left going. Henry's going to spin out here. Just about turned into a double leg. But as you said, Henry just couldn't get pinned here, right, AJ?
That's all that we had to do. He may not win the battle, but Belmont's going to win the war.
So Henry's going to hang on here, but he's not going to get the win. So Henry is going to suffer a loss here tonight. Final score 4-0. Jackson, your winner over Henry Farote.
But Belmont, with that loss, guarantees themselves a victory as the score is now 39-31. Coming up at 126. What do we have, Rex? We have got Will Franzi will be wrestling against
Neil Mosier.
Neil Mosier. And Neil Mosier is the senior second ranked in our semi-state. What a great duel match. Belmont did what they had to do.
We asked our way down here, can they win this? Well, it took some jockeying, but they got her done.
You betcha they did. I think if Delta rethought that position, they might maybe wrestle Myers.
I don't know. Does it come out different? I don't know if it does.
All right, here we go. As we're wrestling in the final match of the night at 126, it's Franzi wrestling against Mosier. Franzi in on a leg attack. Mosier on the sprawl. Mosier spinning to go behind, is behind now, but needs to take Franzi back to the mat. He does so, and there's the opening takedown. So it's 2-0 Mosier wrestling here at 126 with Belmont leading 39-31. Franzi tries to stand up, but he's broken back down to the mat. Will is a junior. Mosier is a senior for Delta. Franzi is stretched out now. Now he works back up to a base on his hands and knees from bottom. Mosier does a good job, though, of breaking him down flat. Just like Mom's dining room table. You want to pull a leg out and flatten that thing out.
I ain't breaking Mom's table.
Well, but it's just an example, but you get the idea. Mosier picks him up, tries to drive him over to his back. Franzi's in trouble down here on the edge of the mat. Franzi's out of bounds, but something is inbounds, and they finally do call it out.
Oh, I thought I called the fall.
Yeah, they gave a 3-point near fall. 34 seconds remain. Period number 1. Franzi trails Mosier 5-0, but Belmont leads in this, and they're going to win this match. They lead right now 39-31. Nice tilt series by the Delta wrestler, and he gets the quick pin call off that tilt. With 1 minute and 47 seconds is your elapsed time. However, we came down here to Delta to see a great duel match, and we certainly did. With Belmont coming out on top in this one. Final score is Belmont 39, Delta 37.
And AJ, since we had some technical difficulties, we got a lot of commercials to play, so we'll be back with a wrap-up and possibly some interviews right after these messages from our fine sponsors.
At Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, we're focused on empowering you to achieve financial wellness by offering the resources and support you need every step of the way. We're equally committed to bettering lives in our region through volunteerism, community funding and partnerships, college scholarships, and more. We give back to the people, places, and ideas that matter most to you. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org. Three Rivers is federally insured by the NCUA. 9 miles from Monmouth and 9 miles from Fort Wayne, situated on 27 just south of 469, sits 9 Mile Restaurant, your home for great meals since 1837. Providing home-cooked meals to travelers between Decatur and Fort Wayne for over 180 years, 9 Mile has stood the test of time as an institution on the southern edge of Allen County. With seating on the family side, the bar side, and outdoors, there's always a reason to stop and have a meal. 9 Mile also has a full-service bar and a professional service that can cater your next event or party. The next time you're on your way to or from Fort Wayne, stop in. If you've gone the distance, welcome to 9 Mile.
Dave Nathan from the Z-Team here for the All-American gas stations in Monroe, Hoagland, Monroeville, Ossian, and throughout Z-Land, and it's happening again. The All-American stores not only give to countless charities, but they're also supporters of local high school athletics here on ZBD. The next time you need gas or a quick snack, stop in for a cold fountain pop, an energy drink, or a hot meal. From Monster energy drinks to Snickers bars, from smoothies to a hot meal on the go, it's all at your local All-American stores. Check out the All-American Stores official Facebook page for more details and sales. The All-American Stores, hometown owners, hometown staff, your hometown team.
When it comes to your home, there are things the handyman in you wants to do, and then there's things that should be left to the experts. When it comes to seamless gutters, there's only one choice in our area, and that's SureFlow Seamless Gutters in Decatur. Tired of gutters that leak at every seam and every downspout? Call the guys at SureFlow. Putting on a new metal roof and want your gutters to do the job they're meant to do? Call SureFlow. Find them online at seamlessgutters.net or give them a call. SureFlow Gutters, 260-888-5062.
Every child has the right to the financial support from both parents, regardless of whether the parents are married, live together, or live separately. Please call the Adams County Prosecutor's Office if you need help with establishing paternity, obtaining a child support order, or enforcing of a child support order. In some cases, failure to pay child support can result in criminal charges. The Adams County Prosecutor's Office will diligently and aggressively pursue the collection of support from those who try to avoid this responsibility. There is no cost to get the help of the Prosecutor's Office. If you need help, give the office a call today at 724-5362 or visit adamscountyprosecutor.com. When you're doing new construction or remodeling and you need drywall, the name to call is Paul Baker Drywall. Paul Baker Drywall does championship caliber work and gives you free estimates. Paul uses all the latest styles for your approval and his work is always guaranteed. Give Paul a call today at 701-4388. That's 701-4388. When it's time for drywall, use the best, Paul Baker Drywall.
Bowers Paint Studio on West Monroe Street in Decatur is hands down the best auto body repair shop in the Midwest. That's why your friends and neighbors give Bowers Paint Studio a 5-star rating on Facebook. Your family ride get dinged in an accident? Take it to Bowers for a free estimate. Need a custom paint job for your collectible car or motorcycle? Bowers Paint Studio is the place to go. Nate works with all the insurance companies and can help you get a loaner. That's Bowers Paint Studio on West Monroe Street in Decatur.
Hey athletes, are you looking to take your game to the next level? Look no further than Indiana Physical Therapy. Our expert team of sports performance specialists and personalized training programs will have you running circles around the competition. Injured or hurt on the field? Come see us. Our team of physical therapists are dedicated to helping you get back up to speed. With over 19 locations across Indiana, we can get you better, faster. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, people gonna get better.
Welcome back to Delta High School. Rex Burl with A.J. Calver as Belmont team's down there trying to gather up. Hope they don't get away from us. We're going to do a real quick rundown here. A.J., why don't you run down through what you have the score here to get us that 39-37 match, and we'll hopefully catch these guys before they go.
Oh, we will. They're excited. They're happy. It was a great match. They knew coming in here getting 8 wins was going to be difficult. But Belmont got the job done as they score 8 victories against 6 victories for Delta. We started at 132 pounds. Kevin Loesch was pinned by Sam Mosier. And then I thought the big match of the night was going to be at 138. This was a match I thought Belmont could win. Didn't know if they would win it or not. But Chandler Thomas was up to the task as he wins by fall over Luke Hewitt. That evens the score at 6-6, and I thought that was the key match of the night for Belmont. Sam Wolpert had no trouble with a pin win at 144. Belmont up 12-6. Blake Luganbill, a pin win of his own. Belmont up 18-6. Gavin Davis took no time, 1:23 over Drayton Swanson. Belmont on top 24-6. And then Delta did not wrestle one of their best wrestlers, Cabe Stebbins, at 165. They elected to forfeit to Duke Myers, giving Belmont 6 more points, making the score 30-6. And that allowed Stebbins to bump up and wrestle against Xavier Palacios at 175. That worked for Delta, as Stebbins scored a pin win over Palacios, making the score 30-12. At 190, that put Cole Mendez, nope, Cole's not going to wrestle 190. They're going to bump him up to 215 and then bump Keegan Martin up to heavy. And Belmont threw in a JV there, and that JV did a fantastic job for Belmont. And Rex, you know who I'm talking about. At get all my information here.
Devin Gephardt.
Yeah, how could I forget old Devin Gephardt? He did a fantastic job. He did not get pinned. He hung tough in there, gave up just a major decision. And that cost Delta, as Mendez bumped up to 215, scored a pin win, and then Keegan Martin scored a decision win over Isaac Moss, gave up about 50 pounds. Didn't matter, though. Martin was the winner, and that put Belmont up by 20 with 4 matches to go. As expected, Jensen Boyd, best 6-pounder in the state, quick pin over Ben Mills of Belmont. Aiden Bollinger, a quick pin over Ethan Curtis of Belmont. That made the score 39-28. It was up to Henry Ferrote not to get pinned. Sometimes it's hard to wrestle to win when you're trying not to get pinned. Ferrote lost for the first time this year. Final score was close. I believe it was, 4-0? But he was in position. They wrestle again. I think Ferrote can beat him. But Ferrote did the job, didn't get pinned, ensured the victory for Belmont, as Will Franzi then was taken out by Neil Mosier by fall, making the final score 39-37.
Let's play around the commercials here. I've got a couple of guys coming up here. Let's play some commercials, and as they make their way up here, we'll get some interviews right after these commercials on WZBD YouTube channel.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm, because State Farm agent Nick Rumschlag is your one-stop shop in Adams County for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Nick Rumschlag is ready to help. Call 260-724-6010 or check out nickrumschlag.com for your surprisingly great rates on auto, home, renters, and especially life insurance today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Timmy Takedown Tree Service on US 224, 3 miles east of Decatur, has firewood for sale. $30 a scoop, $75 for a 6-foot bed, $85 for an 8-foot bed. Timmy Takedown Tree Service can give you a free estimate on removing storm-damaged trees, grinding stumps, or trimming trees. Call 728-9120 and talk with Jake to set up an appointment. Timmy Takedown Tree Service has been in the area's best and most trusted tree service for 50 years. Stop out or call today. Expert Transmission on US 224 in Decatur and on US 124 in Bluffton is the place to go for not only transmission help, but also full-service general auto and truck repair. Matt, Corey, and Tyler at Expert Transmission are experienced and ASE-certified mechanics who can diagnose and fix your family or work vehicle. Call Steve or Dustin soon to set up an appointment. Expert Transmission has the best warranty in the business. 5 years and 100,000 miles on a new transmission and can give you a free estimate. Call today at 724-2434 or like Expert Transmission on Facebook.
Most of us take clean water for granted, but the plain truth is cities work hard to keep our waterways and stormwater sewers as clean as possible. In the field and around the neighborhood, you are the city's eyes. What you casually observe can make a difference. So if you see signs of trouble, including odd odors, unnatural water color, or signs of dumping or spills, please notify the city immediately. Be proactive. Choose to make a difference. Get more ideas on the web at DecaturIN.org. For the past 90 years, Smith Brothers has built a solid reputation by providing quality furniture that lasts for generations. They continue to employ the best construction techniques and components available in the industry and offer frame and fabric styles to satisfy every taste from transitional to traditional and all stops between. Sitting, is believing. Test one of their recliners to see how quality engineering makes them stand out from other leading manufacturers. Smith Brothers of Bern. Feel the difference quality makes.
No matter your age, health and life insurance can be confusing and overwhelming. This is Derek Bailey with Bixler Insurance. Whether you are currently on Medicare or will soon be qualifying for Medicare, we have the products and expertise to meet your needs. Under age 65 and looking for health coverage? Interested in protecting your family from an unexpected loss with a life insurance policy? We can discuss options to assure your peace of mind. Call Bixler Insurance today to schedule your free appointment.
This is Ed Thurman, and I've driven across every highway and bridge in Indiana calling high school games on the radio since 1972. We take those bridges and overpasses for granted sometimes, but knowing they're made right here in Decatur at Pre-Stress puts me at ease and allows me to focus on the game. If you're looking for a career right here in Adams County, starting at over $20 an hour, go to prestressservices.com and click on careers. From general labor with no experience to driving those long beams to the job site with your CDL, Pre-Stress might just have the job you're looking for.
Welcome back to the WZBD YouTube channel as we get ready for our interview section here.
Thanks, Rex. This interview being brought to you by Steve Fiesel's Velocity Motors over in Bluffton. Always quality vehicles with value pricing. Steve's been in business for now 15 years. Check him out on the internet, velocitymotorsofbluffton.com. Check out their inventory. And Kramer's over there now, Kramer Fiesel. So if you're a customer of Kramer's, stop in and talk to Steve or Kramer. With us now, a gentleman who's a junior, who's not had the best start to his season. At home on Thursday night, got thrown to his back and stuck, and I'm sure he felt like the lowest of whale poop could possibly feel. But tonight, Chandler Thomas, your pin win made the difference. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell me just how you did feel about that.
It felt great. I'm just happy I could do something for the team this week. It feels great.
Now,
feels really
this
good.
kid tried to headlock you twice,
Yeah.
but you pretty well handled. You know how to counter a headlock.
Yeah. Well, we've been learning how to counter a headlock since I was little. It's
pretty automatic.
Yeah.
If that was going to be his go-to move, you probably felt pretty good about that.
Yeah, I felt good. Every time he did it, it was a takedown for me.
Right. So right now, that's going to put your record on the year. You're at 6-7, and you're a junior this year. You're not having as much trouble holding weight this year as you did a year ago.
No, not at all. It's much easier this year.
At 138, and you've got good practice partners in the room to work with.
Yes.
And once again, just to see the smile on your face knowing, oh, man, the monkey's off my back, to get a win when the team needed it, it's terrific stuff. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that's Chandler Thomas of Belmont Jr.
Let's get Sam Wolpert down here.
Let's get Sammy over here. Once again, these interviews brought to you by Steve Fiesel's Velocity Motors of Bluffton. Sam Wolpert, as he goes to 13-0 on the season. Congratulations, Sam. Off to a great start this year.
Thank you very much.
Your takedowns, your single legs, your little tilt, your monkey roll, everything seems to be working.
A lot of hard work in the room.
I'll bet so. How about over the summer? Did you do a lot of wrestling this summer?
Yeah, I did. I was up there all the time.
So, yeah, imagine that. The harder you work, the better you get. Who's your best workout partner in the room?
I like to switch between Blake Luganbill and Henry Froh. I get a good workout with both of them.
Okay. Henry, tonight, everybody knew all he needed to do was not to get pinned. And that's tough to wrestle to win when you're thinking, I just don't want to get pinned here. But he got the job done. And you and the guys, you and Chandler got us started with a couple of quick pin wins and got us rolling. That had to make you feel like, hey, this is all right. We got a chance to win this thing.
Yeah, I'll start off with Henry on that one. I think 9.5 times out of 10, Henry beats that kid. That was probably the smartest match he's ever wrestled, and I think you give him a different situation, he pins that kid, honestly. And then with me and Chandler, I think it was really good for the momentum, and it really got the team going.
Now, Sam, when regional time rolls around, Colton Ronimus will be back in our lineup, and he's a quality guy for them. He was a semi-state qualifier for him last year. He's a state qualifier, and he went 36-7 last year. So the match at regional with him is going to be a lot tougher than the guy you wrestled tonight.
Yeah, and I'm ready for it wholeheartedly.
There's several good 144 pounders in our area, or they're not.
Yeah, and I can keep up.
Dawson?
Doster, yeah.
Doster?
I think I can keep up with all of them, though. I think I've worked hard enough, and I'm ready for whoever.
All right. Hey, you got to have the confidence. Without confidence, you've got nothing. Well, Sam, congratulations. It was so much fun to see how slick you are out there, and only a 10th grader. And the team, this was a victory we needed tonight.
Yes, it was. I think we wrestled very, very good as a team.
All right. Thanks so much. Again, that's 144-pounder. Sammy Wolpert of Belmont remains undefeated, 13-0 on the season. And that was our junior, Chandler Thomas. Those two guys got us started with 2 wins, Rex. That interview brought to you by Fiesel's Velocity Motors.
Now we go back for some more commercials, back with more follow-up here in the YouTube channel right after this.
Town & Country Auctioneers has teamed up with Shaw Real Estate to offer you the most comprehensive auction and real estate services in the area. Whatever real estate or personal property you're buying or selling, we have you covered. We provide our customers with the utmost care in handling you or your loved one's property. You can contact Mitzi Gardner or myself, Corbin Boltzmeyer, at 260-724-8899 to walk with you every step of the way throughout the process. Town & Country is at 211 North 13th Street, Decatur, Indiana.
Does your smile need work? Maybe it's time for a cleaning and exam. Visit Laura Kugelhahn, DDS, and her knowledgeable, caring staff at Complete Smiles on North Main Street in Bluffton. Dr. Kugelhahn would love to help you maintain your dental health or transform your smile. Whatever your needs might be, Complete Smiles is there to help you. Dr. Kugelhahn is currently accepting new patients. Call 824-3100 to schedule an appointment.
When you walk out of the cold winter weather, you expect your home to be as warm as it was when you left in the morning. If you're worried about the heat in your home, call Kevin McIntyre. Don't get called for stalling, because once your furnace has gone out, you're already too late. McIntyre Heating and Air Conditioning can install a new furnace to meet your needs, or Kevin can service your existing furnace. A proud member of the Decatur community for decades, Kevin is a trusted repairman and installer of new furnaces. Call McIntyre Heating and Air Conditioning.
Soul Pig Barbecue on 2nd Street in Decatur, across from the courthouse, features traditional and not so traditional barbecue, brisket, smoked meats, pulled pork, wings, burgers, soul food, steaks, fish, seafood, and a full bar service. Bring the spouse and the young ones to Soul Pig and enjoy the family side or dine on the bar side. Large portions ensure no one will go home hungry after a Soul Pig meal. Follow Soul Pig on Facebook for the daily, weekend, and entertainment specials.
Hey, guess what? We're back, AJ.
Hey, we're back live, and a great match tonight for you folks who are just joining us, or if you were listening. Belmont got started off getting stuck in the first weight class. Not a huge surprise, and we started at 132, Kevin Loesch. But after that, the surprise was Belmont started pinning, and they pinned hard and fast. And the fact that Delta did not have that stud in there at 44 certainly didn't hurt Belmont's cause at all.
And AJ, technically, since we're on the YouTube channel, whether they're listening or not, they can always just click on and go back and listen to any time of the day, as many times as they want to. As it's just kind of out there in the memory banks, and you can listen to any time you want.
I know one guy that's disappointed is Duke Myers, as Duke was looking forward to wrestling tonight. He was excited. He was wrestling Cabe Stebbins, who was ranked 6th in our semi-state and who's a junior and who's a good wrestler. But Duke didn't get the opportunity, as Delta and their head coach is
Cody LeCount.
Cody LeCount. And you saw Cody wrestle. I saw Cody wrestle at Belmont. He was a bad man, wasn't he?
State champion.
Yeah, so, but Cody thought their best chance to win was to just forfeit against Duke and then bump their studs up a weight class to get, I think it was, who they want out of the lineup. They wanted
Duke out of the lineup.
Well, they didn't want to wrestle Duke. They wanted to.
You know, they took Stebbins against Xavier and got a pin there, so
Right.
it worked for them. Going to come back and when Gephardt didn't get pinned.
They got Braxton Russell up at 90. And so Belmont, though, did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Belmont answered back by bumping their 75-pound, their 90-pounder up to 215, and their 215 to heavy. And Isaac Moss is no slouch at heavy. He's ranked 7th in our semi-state. But Keegan Martin was not going to be denied, and he was too tough on his feet. And once Martin won that match, it made it very, very difficult for Delta to come back.
I was down there yelling over the rail wanting Keegan to come up, and he goes, no, not tonight. And I told Sam, I said, well, maybe he's too wore out from wrestling that guy that weighed 265. And Sam goes, that guy weighed every bit of 285.
Yeah, he did.
With that, let's run some commercials. Back with more conversation here on WZBD YouTube channel.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. For 71 years, the Kelly Automotive Group has serviced your automotive needs in Northeast Indiana and in Ohio. Kelly offers 14 brands of new vehicles and has over 500 used vehicles in stock. Kelly values your business and works hard for bank approval for all credit types. Visit drivekelly.com and stop at any friendly Kelly dealership. In Decatur, visit 1313 South 13th Street on U.S. Highways 27 and 33. Drive Kelly and drive with confidence. Adams Sports Medicine provides certified athletic trainers at many high school athletic events. These trainers specialize in injury prevention. Dr. Robert Kinney is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation as well as sports medicine, while Dr. David Coates is board certified in orthopedic surgery. Both Adams Medical Group physicians will be there to provide non-surgical and surgical care. Visit adamshospital.org or call 1-833-724-DOCS to schedule an appointment.
You may not know it, but Hitzer Patio and Fireplace is the perfect gift center for most everyone on your gift list. Big Green Egg Grills, gift certificates, tabletop pellet grills, Pelican premium coolers, cast iron kettles, and Dutch oven. Unique gift ideas for special people on your gift list. Hitzer, 269 East Main Street in Bern.
Don Myers Plumbing and Heating in Bern is your American Standard home comfort dealer. American Standard has been in business for more than 100 years and welcomes Don Myers Plumbing and Heating of Bern as one of their independent dealers. Don Myers Plumbing and Heating and American Standard will provide your home or business with energy-efficient heating and cooling equipment, saving you money. Don Myers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling at the east edge of Bern on Adams County Road 000, your American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
'Tis the season to give and share at Best One in Monroe. Hi, it's Matt Brown, manager of Best One in Monroe with our December offer. Bring in a canned food donation for the Monroe United Methodist Food Pantry Drive to Best One and get up to $80 off your purchase of 4 new select Mastercraft, Corsair Trail, and Quest line of tires. This offer ends December 31st and is available only at Best One in Monroe. Restrictions apply. See store or bestoneofmonroe.com for complete details. And have a safe and blessed holiday season from all of us at Best One in Monroe.
Welcome back to Delta High School as the gyms start to clear out, but due to our technical difficulties, we've got a few ads to play here, but we're getting them a rundown here.
Well, we can talk about what's coming up here. And tonight, Belmont won at 39-37. Belmont had 8 wins. Delta had 6 wins. And back in the years, Rex, when I was coaching, that's what I figured. Try to find a way to get 8 wins. A couple pins in there are nice to get, but if you get 8 wins, you got a real good shot at winning the dual match, and Belmont got that done tonight. Now, coming up, we have got the ACAC and NE8 duels this coming Friday night. And what we think we're going to do right now, and Dane can tell me if I'm wrong, but on Friday night, we're going to do the NE8, and that's going to be coming to you from New Haven. And Belmont is going to be wrestling Norwell. We're going to cover that match. And Belmont is going to be wrestling Huntington North. We're going to cover that match. And then on Saturday, we're going over to the ACAC. And I do not have a list of those matches over there that we're going to do. But that seems to be, I'm sure we're going to do the Adams Central Jay County match.
Hey, AJ, let's back up. Let's see. We have Belmont just wrestled Dwinger, so they've got the coaches show Sunday night. Tuesday the 5th, Belmont is wrestling at
South Adams.
South Adams. And then December 7th, Jay County girls are wrestling. We have a Jay County girls match, and then we go to the NE8.
Correct. You're right, on the 8th and 9th. Then on December the 12th, Snyder comes to town to wrestle Belmont. And then we've got Columbia City at Adams Central on December the 14th. On the 16th, Adams Central's at New Haven in a 10-way. The 21st, mark this on your calendar, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Adams Central's at Belmont. By that time, Adams Central should be in good wrestling condition. Always a terrific match. And Tim Myers, Belmont's head coach, has a special treat for us. He has invited all the Belmont wrestlers who are state champions to come back for a special presentation that night. It ought to be terrific stuff. And I believe of the 13 wrestlers that are still on this side of the divot, as I like to say, 11 of them are going to make it back, and the 2 wrestlers who can't be with us, Paul Gunsett and Phil Lenrick, representatives from their families, will be here.
Do they get half bonus points for second places?
No, Rex, you don't get a come as a second.
Close.
As a
What's the rule?
runner-up.
What's the rule? Close but no cigar?
Well, you know, if you'd have scored a point or two at state your senior year, I'd let you come back.
Well, we'll see how that goes. But let's play a few more commercials. Back with more follow-up here on WZBD YouTube channel.
At Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, we're focused on empowering you to achieve financial wellness by offering the resources and support you need every step of the way. We're equally committed to bettering lives in our region through volunteerism, community funding and partnerships, college scholarships, and more. We give back to the people, places, and ideas that matter most to you. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org. Three Rivers is federally insured by the NCUA. 9 miles from Monmouth and 9 miles from Fort Wayne, situated on 27 just south of 469, sits 9 Mile Restaurant, your home for great meals since 1837. Providing home-cooked meals to travelers between Decatur and Fort Wayne for over 180 years, 9 Mile has stood the test of time as an institution on the southern edge of Allen County. With seating on the family side, the bar side, and outdoors, there's always a reason to stop and have a meal. 9 Mile also has a full-service bar and a professional service that can cater your next event or party. The next time you're on your way to or from Fort Wayne, stop in. You've gone the distance. Welcome to 9 Mile.
Dave Nathan from the Z Team here for the All-American gas stations in Monroe, Hoagland, Monroeville, Ossian, and throughout Z-Land, and it's happening again. The All-American stores not only give to countless charities, but they're also supporters of local high school athletics here on ZBD. The next time you need gas or a quick snack, stop in for a cold fountain pop, an energy drink, or a hot meal. From Monster Energy drinks to Snickers bars, from smoothies to a hot meal on the go, it's all at your local All-American stores. Check out the All-American Stores official Facebook page for more details and sales. The All-American Stores. Hometown owners, hometown staff, your hometown team.
When it comes to your home, there are things the handyman in you wants to do. And then there's things that should be left to the experts. When it comes to seamless gutters, there's only one choice in our area, and that's SureFlow Seamless Gutters in Decatur. Tired of gutters that leak at every seam and every downspout? Call the guys at SureFlow. Putting on a new metal roof and want your gutters to do the job they're meant to do? Call SureFlow. Find them online at seamlessgutters.net or give them a call. SureFlow Gutters, 260-888-5062.
When you're doing new construction or remodeling and you need drywall, the name to call is Paul Baker Drywall. Paul Baker Drywall does championship caliber work and gives you free estimates. Paul uses all the latest styles for your approval, and his work is always guaranteed. Give Paul a call today at 701-4388. That's 701-4388. When it's time for drywall, use the best, Paul Baker Drywall.
Bowers Paint Studio on West Monroe Street in Decatur is hands down the best auto body repair shop in the Midwest. That's why your friends and neighbors give Bowers Paint Studio a 5-star rating on Facebook. Your family ride get dinged in an accident? Take it to Bowers for a free estimate. Need a custom paint job for your collectible car or motorcycle? Bowers Paint Studio is the place to go. Nate works with all the insurance companies and can help you get a loaner. That's Bowers Paint Studio on West Monroe Street in Decatur.
Welcome back to Delta High School, and We're gracious enough to have the Delta Eagles coach, Cody LeCount. Cody, we just had you on a coach's show, and we knew this was going to be a battle, and it took a little gamesmanship between you and Coach Myers, and it's your fault. You started it first, right?
I did start it.
If you had it to do over again, would you bumped up against Myers, or
I would have done
away?
it the same way. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. For the dual meet purpose of things, right? You go try to win a dual meet, and we know we'll see that type of kid later in the year. So that's obviously a match we would love to see, but we got to go win a dual meet. So.
Will Ronimus be back for the tournament season, or?
Yes, he will. Yep, he'll be back in a few weeks.
Okay, so that puts another really tough nut back in your lineup.
Yes,
that makes
it does.
a big difference.
Yep, Tuttle was back tonight, just got released. So hopefully we can get him a little bit healthier and start to get better too. So.
You know, those guys in your lineup, it does make a difference. But you know, with the bumping, I think you win one, you lose one. I mean, if you can't pin the backup guy, I mean, I know Russell did everything he could. And that was, you know, sometimes the guy knows his job, just don't get pinned. And, you know, the Belmont guy did it in that case. And then your guy knew that he had to pin Throat and couldn't get that done.
Yeah. Yep, that's the beauty of this sport sometimes when it comes to those dual meets of sometimes you do your job and sometimes you don't. And that's what wins or lose dual meets. So.
But this is not the dual meet that really counts.
Correct.
I mean, you told your kids that, I'm sure, after it was done. You said, boys, it's a tough one. They wrestled well. They beat us. But we had two of our starters not in the lineup. And when we see them again at Team State, it could be just a little bit different.
Yep. And, no, I won't take any credit away from that team. They came prepared, ready to wrestle. I think they are definitely a very good team. They're a top-ranked team in the state. It will be an exciting match if we get to wrestle them again at Team State. Hopefully
maybe
we can get healthy, and we'll see from there. So.
Maybe interesting information. Don't know if you saw this or not, but Jay County knocked off
see
Western
that.
today. Smoked them
that,
like
yeah.
46-29 or something like that.
And we wrestle Jay County next week. So.
I mean, and that Jay County's solid.
Tuesday.
Where?
At Jay County.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh, I might be able to come down and see that one.
You know, I tell you what, that 2A group of those guys are ranked. I mean, they're just going to beat up on each other. That's going to be tough. And we saw Western really tough last year. I don't know if they're down, didn't have everybody in, but that Jay County team, they're solid. They're solid as nails.
Yep, they're always solid. They've got a really good senior class right now, too, so they're going to be a tough team to beat as well.
Yeah, this senior class were all freshmen. They took like 4 of those freshmen to state finals 3 years ago.
Yep. So that'll be a fun one Tuesday night for us.
It should be. So varsity JV probably start at 6:30 with JV. And
so it's a double duel. We will wrestle Winchester first, and then we will wrestle Jay County. And they'll wrestle, I think, Yorktown first and then us.
So it'll be the second match. No JVs?
No, there won't be any JV.
What time do you think you'll start the varsity?
I believe we start, I don't know if we start a little bit earlier because it's a double duel. Probably like 5:30 or 6, I'd imagine. So.
Okay. So folks get there early and you get a chance to see a real good duel match.
Yep.
Well, Cody, we appreciate you taking the time coming up here tonight. I mean, you didn't win tonight, but I tell you what, down the road when that Team State rolls around, there's going to be some wars going on at Jay County High School in that team race.
Yep, definitely. It'll be a fun tournament come time. Just got to keep getting better and get back in the room on Monday.
Yeah, it's early. You know,
yes,
it's definitely early,
yep.
But hey, for a Saturday night in Indiana, had a great crowd.
Yep, it was a fun atmosphere.
So. Enthusiastic.
That's what all you can ask for.
It was a fun night. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming.
And that's been Coach Cody LeCount of the Delta Eagles. Back with more right after this on WZBD.
Hey athletes, are you looking to take your game to the next level? Look no further than Indiana Physical Therapy. Our expert team of sports performance specialists and personalized training programs will have you running circles around the competition. Injured or hurt on the field? Come see us. Our team of physical therapists are dedicated to helping you get back up to speed. With over 19 locations across Indiana, we can get you better, faster. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm, because State Farm agent Nick Rumschlag is your one-stop shop in Adams County for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Nick Rumschlag is ready to help. Call 260-724-6010 or check out nickrumschlag.com for your surprisingly great rates on auto, home, renters, and especially life insurance today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Timmy Takedown Tree Service on US 224, 3 miles east of Decatur, has firewood for sale. $30 a scoop, $75 for a 6-foot bed, $85 for an 8-foot bed. Timmy Takedown Tree Service can give you a free estimate on removing storm-damaged trees, grinding stumps, or trimming trees. Call 728-9120 and talk with Jake to set up an appointment. Timmy Takedown Tree Service has been in the area's best and most trusted tree service for 50 years. Stop out or call today. Expert Transmission on US 224 in Decatur and on US 124 in Bluffton is the place to go for not only transmission help, but also full-service general auto and truck repair. Matt, Corey, and Tyler at Expert Transmission are experienced and ASE-certified mechanics who can diagnose and fix your family or work vehicle. Call Steve or Dustin soon to set up an appointment. Expert Transmission has the best warranty in the business. 5 years and 100,000 miles on a new transmission and can give you a free estimate. Call today at 724-2434 or like Expert Transmission on Facebook.
Most of us take clean water for granted, but the plain truth is cities work hard to keep our waterways and stormwater sewers as clean as possible. In the field and around the neighborhood, you are the city's eyes. What you casually observe can make a difference. So if you see signs of trouble, including odd odors, unnatural water color, or signs of dumping or spills, please notify the city immediately. Be proactive. Choose to make a difference. Get more ideas on the web at DecaturIN.org. For the past 90 years, Smith Brothers has built a solid reputation by providing quality furniture that lasts for generations. They continue to employ the best construction techniques and components available in the industry and offer frame and fabric styles to satisfy every taste from transitional to traditional and all stops between. Sitting is believing. Test one of their recliners to see how quality engineering makes them stand out from other leading manufacturers. Smith Brothers of Bern. Feel the difference quality makes.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I want to make sure I get these in here. Got nice shout outs for Wrestling Boosters. Johnson Auto Sales on corner 13th and Adams Street in Decatur. Proud to drive better with a lower price. There's Wrestling Booster. And Becky Cochran, Public Certified Accountant at 165 North 2nd Street, Decatur. Proud to be a longtime Wrestling Booster. And the Head of Curb Driving Academy on 11th Street in Decatur in a business mall.
Rex, didn't you just do some business with Johnson Auto Sales?
Yes, I did. I just bought a car yesterday.
There you go. So, folks, take note of these sponsors that we have and try to do your business with them. Stay local, small-town business. I know sometimes you think it's easier to get on a computer and order something, but try to give them a chance to match the prices or at least come close. We need these local businesses, and we couldn't do wrestling on the radio without them.
I drove 3 hours to get upset by a car dealership and drove back and bought the one I've dealt with the guy earlier in the week. So it will all worked out for us. But
once again, Belmont wins this thing tonight by a couple of points, goes to 13-0 on the season. Rex, we won the battle, but the war is still ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this team's going to come back, and they're going to be all we can handle at Team State.
If they've got two state-ranked wrestlers out of the lineup tonight and we'll be back in, we're going to need to keep getting better.
So once again, sorry for the upfront kind of shaky start, but we got this done. The YouTube channel is a good tool for us to get a match like this. I mean, AJ, other than that, we would not have this match any way, shape, or form, but due to the YouTube channel, was able to put this great wrestling match on the radio tonight.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad we were here. A great atmosphere, and look forward to doing the South Adams match. I believe that's coming up this Tuesday, Rex. It's the same time as Jay County and Delta, so I can't be in two places at once, but I'd like to be.
So with that, let's end this broadcast. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, and been a good time. And tune in next time and go to the YouTube channel, the WZBD Radio YouTube channel, to listen to this broadcast.
Good night, everybody.